Yeah, and if you remember Michael Jaafar, that first phone call, the one that he did at the request of the police, he goes and tells her. You know what I mean? And that had to have factored in, because it factored into my thinking about his testimony. That's a pretty big step where the police ask you to tape a phone call and see what you can get, but you also tell the person that you're calling that they are in fact being taped and the police are listening. I think that's a huge step, and I think that worked against him.
Yeah, his conscience came into his head when she picked up the phone, when he heard her voice. And at the end of the day, it would have been conceivable for him. He would have spoken to an attorney. I'm sure he spoke to an attorney. And the attorney would have told him what I would have told him, which is it's very conceivable they would have charged you with conspiracy to commit murder, right? Because you stood to gain. You had an affair with this person. She would have become a very wealthy person if she could murder her husband and get away with it. And so it's very conceivable that you will, in fact, be charged with conspiracy to commit murder. I don't know if he spoke to an attorney. I would be shocked if he wasn't, and if he spoke to an attorney, the attorney wouldn't have told him, no, it's not possible. You're an attorney, and Rusty Barton talks to you and he says, I had an affair with this woman, and all of a sudden her husband disappeared. Were you in the same state? No, I was not. Well, it's still conceivable you would have committed an inchoate crime. You conspired with her to kill her husband. You got to be very careful. You have to cooperate, and as long as you did nothing wrong, your cooperation will exonerate. Do you care about this woman being exonerated? Not as much as I care about my own skin. Okay, if you only care about your own skin, here's a way to do it. But he did it in a very clumsy way, Michael. You're right. Yeah. It was very clumsy the way he did it, and so he created a lot of havoc for her case.
And Mike, I just want to let you know, he did actually speak to an attorney. He testified that he went out, and this was something that was used by the state when they were questioning him. He goes out of the room where he's talking to police, talks to his attorney, and then he comes back and tells them what he told them about the phone call. So that was something they were telling his jury, saying, look, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. And